Welcome back, everyone, to episode 4 of Bulldog Blitz. I'm Jackson Leopold, and as always, we will be joined by the head football coach of the Fayetteville Bulldogs, Casey Dick. We are happy to be with you on the Fayetteville Sports Network, and the show begins now. Welcome back, everyone. I also want to welcome in head football coach of the Fayetteville Bulldogs, Coach Casey Dick. And Coach, once again, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely, guys.
Coach, can you catch us up on since the Rogers game? Your team went 2-0 over that stretch.
Yeah, I think obviously playing a really good Rogers team presented us with some issues that, we really hadn't seen before from them. Had a really good game plan against us. I thought our team responded really well in the second half. Holding them to 10 total points in the second half. I thought our offense got in a little bit more of a rhythm in the second half, was able to establish a couple different things, and I think that showed. And I was really proud of the way that we drove down the field there to end the game, really responded well, made a big play when we had to make it, and then obviously got a big stop on our defense to do that. And then last week going against Northside, really, really big games by our defense and our special teams. When you look at it from the perspective of, I think they allowed 7 points, our special team, and defense scored a touchdown. And then we had, I think it was 3 blocked punts, 1 kickoff return for touchdowns. So really big moments by those guys that really propelled us to win and help us, keep going and get ready for Bentonville this week.
And Coach, how do you feel your team has responded to the injuries you guys have faced this season?
I thought they'd done really well. I think anytime you get to the point in the season, whether it's one position or another, the next guy's got to get ready to go. The next guy's got to step up and go play and go perform. Part of the reason why, that's obviously why we practice and get guys ready to go to 7 them out, regardless of if it's on offense or defense or special teams. Everybody's going to play a crucial role in going in, to being a part of our team and being able to win. So proud of the way those guys stepped up and responded, and they'll continue to have to do so moving forward for sure.
And Coach, as we are in the home stretch of the season, what do you see as the most difficult part in the remaining 4 games?
I think it's just number one is just making sure we end and we close out the season the right way, kind of like you alluded to, and that means we got to approach every single day with the right mindset, right frame of mind, right attitude, and just go practice every single day. We're not worried about what's going to happen in November. We're worried about the day that we walk out there and practice, just continue to get better and make strides and get as good as we can be towards the end of the season.
Thanks, Coach. Now, before we look back at some of the special players from this past Friday's game, let's take a look back at another athletic program here at FHS. We'll be right back.
This season has been one of the strongest ever for the FHS tennis team. We spoke to players and coaches as they prepared for the state tournament.
The guys and girls both will have an opportunity to win state. So that's having everyone qualified. I believe that in my 16-year career here, we've never had every girl and every guy qualify in the same year. So we'll have an opportunity on both the girls and the guys to win state.
I think that everyone's going to do super well because I think that we haven't had this good of a team in a while. I'm looking forward to seeing all the other different people on all the other different teams because playing as a kid, you grew up playing against these people, so it's fun to see them again and talk to them, but also to make more memories with the team and have fun. I'm really excited to travel with Little Rock with the team, and I think that everyone's going to do super well because I think that we haven't had this good of a team in a while. The favorite part about the team dynamic is that the boys and girls practice together and then we get to travel with each other, so everyone's all pretty tight, and so we get to laugh with each other and talk all the time. It's just almost like a family and not separate groups.
Boys team as the state runner-up and senior Theo Haggerty winning the state singles title. Congrats on a great season.
Welcome back. Now, Coach, is there any specific player or position group that surprised you most this season?
Recently I thought Will Price has done an unbelievable job on special teams, and then we're obviously expanding his role from a defensive standpoint. I think he's obviously a very talented kid that brings a lot of different characteristics and things that we can use on the defensive side of the ball. So that role for him is getting expanded, on a week-to-week basis, really just trying to make him as comfortable that we can get from, whether it's defense or whether it's special teams. However, we can really include him inside either one of those different phases of the games. But he would be the one guy that I would say we're really pleased with overall growth and really excited football player to watch.
Coach, I want to thank you so much for joining us today. And remember, our next and final episode of Bulldog Blitz will air November 8th before the game at Rogers. We'll see you then for another edition of Bulldog Blitz. Till then, stay tuned as the pregame show for the Fayetteville at Bentonville starts after this.